Hi, everybody. I'm Ravi Kapur. I'm joined by Yuvraj Singh, the very famous Indian cricket star. We're happen to be in Chicago. We're not on a cricket pitch, but we're here as you're part of this new organization, Fino, that's selling tequila and one of the brands that they plan to launch. But before we get into all that and your involvement with that initiative, I want to get folks caught up on your career because you've had a prolific athletic career in India. And as someone born and raised in the United States, we have our basketball players we revere, the football players, but cricket really wasn't introduced largely to an American audience until there's been some recent efforts in recent years to create leagues and to showcase the Indian cricket team nationally. Tell me about this rise of you starting as a child, learning how to play the game, and becoming this like international star because of your prowess.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And well, my journey wasn't really, I wasn't really keen on cricket. My father was someone who really wanted me to play the game. It was because he didn't play for India for a long time, so he wanted to live his dream through me. So I kind of picked up cricket a bit forcefully. And but I started to enjoy it at a very young age. And I guess I had that talent in me to, play cricket. And I was more of a bowler than a batsman, and initially I became more of a batsman than a bowler. And I think as I grew older, probably became more stronger, was able to hit a ball quite further away. So, I think my journey was in 2000, we won the 2000, in 2000 we won the India Under-19 World Cup. And from there in 2000 October, I went on to play for India in a span of almost 8 months. And luckily, I had scored about 84 runs in my first match against Australia. And then obviously, it was a learning curve. Initial success, few failures, and learned to come back in the team. And then went on to play for India for 17 years. And then we won 2 World Cups when I played. We won the first T20 World Cup in 2007, the inaugural T20 World Cup, in which I had hit 6 sixes against England at Durban, South Africa. And 2011 World Cup, we won at home in India. We were the first side to win the World Cup at the home soil in cricket. And then I got diagnosed with cancer. And that was a long journey. Came back, played a bit of cricket in and out of the team, and eventually retired in 2019. So, yeah.
I mean, take me through that whole process of learning the game. I mean, cricket is not a sport that is just loved by a small group. I mean, it's a national sport. So it's not an easy task to be part of the national team. I mean, you have millions upon millions of children that would aspire to be in that position, and then to make it stop and then have to deal with a health malady that could have derailed your entire career or your entire life. Take us through what that was like.
Yeah, I think when we talk about cricket, I think in our time, the only career you had was playing for India. I mean, the IPL, which is the biggest Indian or world most famous T20 cricket tournament, came in 2008, and obviously now you get to play for India. There are more teams now, like the T20 50-over World Cup and the Test team, and there's so many leagues out there. But in our time, there was only one career. So I think it was a do or die situation, because there are like 16 guys in the whole of country trying to work for one spot. So yeah, it was hard work, and then eventually, winning the World Cup was very special in India. But when I got sick, I kind of had like no choice but to bounce back. I think I wouldn't call it a failure, but as you say, failure is not an option. You got to bounce back. Left with no choice, and I really had to fight back. And I went to Indiana. I got treated over there. Same doctor as Lance Armstrong got treated from, Dr. Einhorn. kind of saved my life. And coming back from cancer was hard on the body. I think in that time I was very focused that I want to come back and play for India, but my body could not really move the way it used to move. And it was like, baby steps. And it took me, a lot of people said that I won't be able to go and play. A lot of people said I won't be able to walk. A lot of people said a lot of things. And I came and played for India in 6 months. But my body wasn't great. I had to work probably another 6 months. It took me a year to get fully fit. I was in and out of the team, but I never gave up. And in the end, I scored my highest one-day score after a couple of years. And then I wanted to always end it my way. I'm glad I could, and that was about it.
So, what compelled you to push through? Because you could have just stopped there. You had already had some significant success, and obviously people would understandably, wouldn't blame you if you decided, hey, let me take it slow and I don't have to push myself to that degree. So why did you push yourself so hard, and what triggered you to go get checked out? Because a lot of people, especially young men, aren't looking for symptoms of cancer. And how did you determine that and then figure out, wait a second, this is something I really need to address?
I think I was coughing a lot, and I was struggling to breathe from my left side of my chest because the tumor was in between my heart and lung. And it kind of grew as I was playing from 2010 onwards. But by the time I got diagnosed with cancer and I went for treatment, you're right, I had played a lot of cricket. But I had some personal goals to achieve. And when people say to me that you can't do this, I love that, because there's nothing better than proving people wrong. And I wanted to come back and show that I can still do it. I had the belief that I can still get back to my best if I put in the work. It was mind over body. It was a pretty dark time, which is it's quite a long story, but I was very confident that eventually I will come back and play, and I will able to prove everybody wrong. I think it was a personal battle for me. And step by step, I picked up my body. It's like taking birth twice, where you have to learn how to move, learn how to, get back into your routine, because body is just giving up on every exercise. So I think slow and steady, I always believe, wins the race. And it was quite a challenge to just overcome the body, overcome mental tiredness, physical tiredness. But I think it was me against me. There's a body inside and there's a mind. There's a body outside, there's a body inside. So I think I was always fighting against myself when I had to come back. And, one guy was sitting inside thinking about cancer, defeated. And the other guy was thinking, I'm going to defeat you. Because I was very determined that I'm not going to succumb to cancer. I was lucky as well. I went to the right doctor, I got diagnosed in the right time, and I won in the end.
So after going through that, now you are fully in your retirement phase, but your career goes on. You have other aspirations. So tell me about how you've had to diversify your own career prospects beyond cricket after devoting decades of your life to mastering a sport, to playing at the highest level. What is it like for you now on this side, outside of your playing career, and what are things that you're looking forward to do in this part of your career?
Well, when I was in and out of the team in about 2013, I had started a cancer foundation back home. My cancer foundation does a lot of work, especially works with below poverty line children. We test them, we give them scholarship, we treat them. So we've done more than 500 kids, and that's what we focus on. We have a lot of other programs for women, breast awareness campaigns, all over India. And we're doing some great work with our foundation. And at the same time, I started to invest in some business startups, which did pretty okay. I was pretty aggressive at the start, but now actually learning from all the mistakes I made in business, I think I'm in the right space to, join the Fino group.
And you have joined this group of individuals who all have had individual success as entrepreneurs, have come together to bring out this new brand. What compelled you to join this group?
Yeah, I think, all my partners I've been quite familiar with, I think, had great ideas. And I think, Fino, I think, resonates a lot with me because it means failure is not an option. And in my career, failure was not an option because I was at that stage where I had to bounce back. And I had to really recollect myself, think about how I can get better, how I can bounce back from this failure and live my life again. So I think I kind of lived the philosophy of Fino, failure is not an option. And I really believe that me and my partners can go out there and motivate people to come to their best, believe in themselves, and create a memory, create something that they believe in. So yeah.
Well, there's a real renaissance going on between the U.S. and India. There's a real relationships that are developing across multiple sectors. One of those sectors happens to be sports, and we've seen a huge investment in cricket. There's multiple franchises that have launched here. We had an incredible attendance when you had the U.S. take on Pakistan. We've had, obviously, India and Pakistan battle things out. Give me your perspective about India's role in sports. I know there's an effort to bring the Olympics to India. The United States will be hosting the Olympics in the next cycle. So where would you like to see sport go from here in India?
I think in India, cricket is majorly the popular sport. And if you look at America, all other sports are very popular, like baseball, NBA, ice hockey, American football. I think the way Americans package sport is pretty amazing. Every sport, the experience that they give. Recently the T20 World Cup was played in America. I think it's great that the cricket fans are moving towards America. There's a major league in cricket as well, which was won by Mumbai Indians, one of our Indian cricket franchise. So it's great to see that Indian cricket is moving towards America, world cricket. Towards America, and the American team did really well in the World Cup. They beat Pakistan. I thought that was great for world cricket to see an American cricket team coming and beating a very formidable side. And the World Cup was a huge success because India won, and I think it's just gonna get the young fans to come and be motivated to play the sport. And I'm sure if cricket becomes very big in America, Americans are the best people to package that sport. So I'm looking forward to that.
And finally, your tour around the U.S. I mean, tell me what would you like to accomplish when you come to the United States? You have a lot of friends. You have a lot of deep relationships. When you come to the U.S., what do you try to get done here when you visit?
Well, yeah, I have a few friends, family back in New York, but I think on this tour, one of my close friends, Arun, invited me to be part of Fino, as I just spoke about, and I think it's a great opportunity for me to, be the face of the brand, and I don't think anything resonates more than me saying that failure is not an option, because that's Fino's story, that's my story, and I think we gel really well together, and I really hope that we make it quite big.
Yuvraj Singh, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Great to see you here in person.
Thank you very much. Yes.